Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I recently got a really good deal on some speed loaders that were on sale, and I picked a few up because I didn't have any for my Taurus here. There's a Taurus model 617 SS, little 2-inch 357 Magnum. Wonderful gun, beautiful gun, made in Brazil, obviously imported here to America. I don't have a wide range of experience with the Taurus firearms out there. Never shot or had any experience with any of their semi-automatics, but I have shot several revolvers from Taurus, and I am a huge fan, and I absolutely love this gun. This is one of my favorite guns to shoot. But anyway, this is one of many home defense options for myself, and there's lots of people out there who decide on a revolver for a home defense option or for even a carry option, okay? And this video is basically to talk about these speed loaders because a lot of people have revolvers that don't even know these exist. Again, a gun person might, kind of smack their forehead and think, how do you not know about speed loaders? Well, not everyone knows about everything, and it's a video like this that you may stumble across to learn about it. So that's why I'm making it. So if you've never seen a speed loader before, it's a very simple principle here. Okay, basically, it's going to house your ammunition. Okay, most of the time it's going to be a 6-shot. This happens to be a 7-shot because the gun's a 7-shot. Okay, and what you do is when your gun is unloaded, okay, obviously it's going to be loaded for self-defense. You take your shots. Now it's empty. Okay, so what you do is you open your cylinder. You place this inside the cylinder so all the rounds are obviously lined up in the holes. Okay, you hold the cylinder firm and you rotate this, okay, on a downward angle. As soon as you rotate this, it releases the ammunition from this piece here, this plastic piece. And now you're loaded up, okay? And you're ready to go. All right, so let me show you how this works. Okay, basically all this is a little housing to hold your ammunition, okay? Once you load this up and you rotate this little knob, it's gonna lock them in place. Okay, it's locking them in position to be loaded into the gun. Once you load it into your cylinder, you're releasing them from this piece and they're dropping right in. So basically you're loading all of your rounds at once as opposed to one at a time, which obviously is more time consuming. All right, so this has two positions here. If you look, there's a little post and there's a little ball bearing here. Now as I rotate this knob, it's going from one side to the other, right? Okay, if you look down deep in there, if I zoom in, you might get a better view of that. You can see in the one position, it's clear. In the other position, there's those little metal pieces that are in the way, and those are actually locking in your rounds. So that's clear. Now it's locked in. Released, locked in. So you want to do is you want to keep this released so it's free. You're just going to rest your cartridges in each spot here. And again, it could be 6-shot, 5-shot, 7-shot, doesn't matter, it just depends on your particular gun. All right, but very important, obviously, you get one that matches your gun, okay? There are different models that match certain guns, so that's very important you buy the correct speed loaders. All right, so once they're all just freely resting in there, put a little pressure downwards and lock them in. Okay, so what I did was rotate that, again, to the post is on the other side of that ball bearing, and now they're locked in, so they're not gonna fall out. To release these, you're just going to rotate this, in this particular case, clockwise. All right, so when you're all done firing, obviously you're going to be like this. You're going to open your cylinder, okay, and you want to keep your fingers through the frame here holding this firm, and it's, of course, going to be on a downward angle because you want to use gravity to let these drop in. You're going to take your speed loader, you're going to line them up in the holes, okay, and while holding this cylinder firm, you're just going to rotate this clockwise, and you can see that release them. So in one, obviously once you practice, one smooth motion, you're loading all the rounds all at once, okay? All right, so one last time, and I'm gonna try to do this at full speed, okay, to give you an idea of what it's supposed to be like, realistically. And of course, this will be safe. I'm not gonna be touching the trigger at all. I'm not gonna be firing this. I'm not even gonna close the cylinder. All right, so you grab your gun, you empty your rounds. There you go. Okay, obviously close, and you're ready to fire. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what a speed loader is if you've never seen one before and how they work. I think this is a must-have item, great companion to any revolver for defense, whether it's in the home or whether you carry it. Just like if you carried a Glock or any other semi-automatic gun, you may carry a spare magazine in the pocket. Generally speaking, people who carry revolvers either carry speed loaders or they don't carry extra ammo. I think it's kind of rare for someone to carry a revolver and then a bunch of loose ammunition in their pocket. So if you carry a revolver and you don't have any spare ammo, you might want to consider, you know, something like this. It's very easy. Obviously, it's a little wider, so it might be a little harder to carry in the pocket comfortably. But again, the biggest downside to having a revolver is the lower, you know, round capacity. I think generally speaking, a lot of people like semi-automatics because they hold a lot of rounds and it's very easy to reload them. Some people can't get the hang of reloading something like this fast. That's what this is for. Okay, it's not just for competition, we use for, you know, defensive purposes. So speed loaders, again, must have for revolver owners. Just my opinion, of course, but I think a lot of people would agree with it. So hopefully this video was informative. If you didn't know what it was before, you do now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Take care. So I know people are going to ask about the ammo, so let me talk about that real quick first. These are some Hornady, obviously 357 Magnum, 140 grain FTX. All right, made in America. There's your specs on it. Muzzle velocity is 1440, and 50 yards it is 1274, and 100 yards 1143. Okay, I like these a lot because they have those polymer tips. They are hollow points, but the tips help them to pierce through different materials.